All right, good morning. All right, I don't have a whole lot of time this morning. I'm going to stream for about 45 minutes, but I got this new thing that I'm working on. I'm going to try to get back into this again. It's been a few weeks since I have been online, and last week I found me a new interest, which was Satisfactory. I'm pretty brand new at it, but playing for a couple weeks, got a couple of builds going, and I feel like this is going to be something I'm going to play for a little bit. So if you're into this game, hang out, subscribe, follow me, and let's see where this goes. Load of the map where I'm working right now. I guess, some pretty good progress going here. Decent stuff happening. I do have my tubes. I'm producing steel, and when we get back in here, my goal is to try to build one of the factories towards. I want to build one of the factories that will allow me to expand into the steel world a little further. But I basically have all of my updates done. So here is the new factory here. I'm hoping this is the first time I've streamed this game, so I'm hoping there's not a lot of glitching, lag, and mess in doing this. But my power plant is back over that direction. I got a tube that kind of takes me over that way. I and do other build kits. Over here is kind of the new builds that I'm working on. This is a factory that it's my put on my storage factory. It was a new design. Took me about a couple hours last night to work on that. But I hate it when it does that. So let's see. I'll kind of take you through my build here. So this is the main workshop. This is where all the good stuff happens. This used to be where I parked my truck, and then I would go out this way. But I've since switched that. I'm gonna take you over to the steel factory. So we're gonna head over that direction. I'll show you where that's at. So I basically just threw this together so that I could get steel moving. It was not in any way. Looks like my audio might be really loud. I'm gonna yell in y'all's ear. Well, there we go. I think that's correct now. Okay, so here we are. We got the steel factory here. So you kind of see how everything. Let me get through here. Okay. Oh, got these. Take these out. So kind of see I got three of these moving out from here. One of them comes from this side. This is producing these enclosed industrial beams. This one produces the steel pipes, and this one is producing the steel beams, as you can see there. As we move up this way, you'll see these travel along this rail, and the reason they do that is because, and I'll show you the quicker way to do this is not to walk, but to take the tube. So we're going to go back over to the corner. I'm going to pop out right here, and we're going to head back towards the main base. At the main base is the main storage facility. The main storage facility holds all of my stuff. Let's see. It's going to take me back. We'll pop out in the main base. So, oh. No. Sometimes it just eats you. Let's see. All right, so here's the main base right here. So all night long we've been feeding this thing the screws, and you can see that thing is slam full too. And the screws are just, and I've been feeding it concrete, and I've been feeding it. So you can see over here, it's been doing this. Literally, I've had it doing this for quite some time. Actually, no, I didn't do that. My bad. This has just started back up again this morning. I had to let my computer cool down because I will just leave it open and producing. So right now it looks like we're producing 810 per minute, but that'll probably ramp up just a little bit. I'm hoping to see that hit, in the thousands a little bit. Start getting some points up and get some more stuff from the shop. So right now what we need to build is the stuff for the space elevator. So you can see my space elevator was the space elevator. Did I accidentally? How did I do that? Bro, I accidentally deleted my space elevator. It was right here. How did I even do that? It must have been yesterday and when I was building. Okay, so space elevator goes here, missing rods. Okay, so kind of show you how the storage system works. So I have this backup storage at the top. You can't really access it. The reason I did that and the reason I didn't link them together is because I wanted to be able to come in here and send these up. So I want to be able to do what I'm doing here, so without losing it. But you'll notice up here, I got a full bin of screws. So this thing can just do this all day long. You see this bin's full too. It can just throw screws at this thing all day. And it's just like, you know, if it runs out of screws, I'm not out of screws. I can access them. So, and I did that with all of them. Not like I need a lot of screws to handle. I could probably just leave that on all the time because those are excess screws being manufactured, but I'm not doing that. So we're going to push into here, get my plates and rods is what we needed, wasn't it? Not plates. Oh boy. This was a terrible place to put this. I got to build a platform or something. We're switching the storage. The only reason why I didn't really care where that went, because this storage facility is going to go away. We have a problem. What in the world do I have in my inventory? Oh, I broke down some stuff earlier. Let's head back up to the top here. I got to dump this. All right, back to the main base. Okay, so I need a bin. You know what? That's a good place for that right there. Since we're not parking a truck in there anymore. I hate to lose my garage though. Hold on. Let's do this. That way, if you ever want to just empty it into the thing, you can. All right, so here we go. And basically what I want to put in here is anything like that. We got plenty of wires. I'm going to put that over there. Any of this raw stuff, we don't use this raw stuff. I mean, that's basically it. So I'm doing these big builds and stuff, I need all those supplies in there. May not need everything, but every time I run somewhere, I run out of supplies, so that's kind of frustrating. Okay, so let's put our space elevator back, and then we're working on the metal frames. I do have to get off of here in about 40 minutes, so I'm going to see if we can't get this metal frame production moving. But we need the space elevator put back where it was. Okay, bro. All right. Well. Oh, nope. Zoop. Come on, Zoop. Nope. I'm just going to build this out. Build this out like that. It's like a tornado of concrete. There we go. That looks sweet. Big old platform. Now, let's put this out here. Oh my word. Are we serious with the missing of the rods? I should have grabbed 2 or 3 stacks of rods. I know better than that. Nope. It ate me again. Help. Go back. Go back. Sweet. All right, there we go. Got plenty of those now. Now we should be able to build this out. I'll start walking your way. Start walking mine. Okay, let's go. Now I kind of want that on that side. Yeah, totally must have deleted it one day when I basically modifying things. So there you'll see all of the builds from that. I want to take you over and show you the power facility at some point. Space elevators up and running. Versatile frame lock and automated wiring. Those are the things we need. We already have the smart plating. I have enough for the smart plating. I could actually just pipe that in. Smart plating is up here. I think, yeah, exactly. So we see, this is why I did this. Set this up. I can literally just like throw a temporary wire in here and let it just feed it. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. So, and I know that's kind of spaghetti thing, but it's just like a temporary hookup. I just throw it over there, let it feed whatever it's going to feed. I do the same thing with my store, with the Awesome Shop. Over here, you'll see that those two aren't even producing anything. They're just sitting there right now, hooked up. I didn't actually need them. I thought I was going to need them, and then I didn't need them. But this is my rotor maker right here. That's all this does. This system right here just sits and makes rotors. I got this other hookup here. I could run something else off of this if I wanted to, but I didn't do it. See, this system also makes rotors, but this system is making the smart plates, is what it's making. So it's kind of slow at producing smart plates. I could actually set up 2 of these probably. I just don't know how many smart plates I need. I have an entire chest full of them. I don't use them for anything. So, like, I don't really care that that's backed up. Doesn't make a lot of sense to concern myself with that. So, all right, let's see. What do we have here? Oh yeah, that's right. This is another kind of random storage place. Okay, so we want to figure out how to make those frames. So I'm going to guess the frames come in from an assembler. So let's go look at an assembler. And I could always just, you have this option here. So I can just come in here, and we can look at my versatile framework. Take a look at that. That's going to take, okay, we got frames in steel beams. So this also requires the steel beams. So I could just split off from my steel beams down there. My modular frames are made up here on the top, though. So maybe I need to make modular frames down there. The modular frames are made with I could use that up here because I have so many of these up here, and I have the rods. I mean, those are so easy to make. Okay, so I have plenty up here. This versatile framework thing is going to be interesting. We figure out where we're going to get our sources from. Where are we sourcing our materials? So you can see my rods and everything. The system just runs for hours and hours. I have like tons and tons of rods. So you see this is not very efficient. But you'll notice this right here, it stays in pretty consistent movement. But we do have these 2 smelters over here. Is that on this side? It's not over here, is it? These guys are moving pretty good. It's all on plates. But yeah, this is basic production here. This is basic production, but it on the top end is producing plates, and it's producing rotors. So plates and rotors here. So we could branch off from these plates, and we could use these rods over, where's the rods at? Because we don't need to produce this many of them. So we could pull a splitter off of that, like take a splitter, right here, take something into this. Let's see. I thought you could do that. I mean, I guess you can, but it doesn't let you borrow from it. And that gives us, I haven't upgraded my presets yet, so I have to keep swapping these to MK2s. Okay, that's good. And then we need the reinforced plates. And then we need to pick our location. Where are we going to build this thing? And when we build it, we got to feed it back to the main base. We got coal coming out there. Forgot I did that. Okay. I was experimenting with some factory ideas here. Like this is kind of like a central hub that brings stuff in and allows me to use it. You'll see that it actually is being fed from underneath. That was a pretty cool concept, I think. Let's see. Over here, I would like to see. So we could build here. We got this big sand dune in the way. But we could always just build up. The sand dune looks ugly kind of there anyway. We could always do this. No. Just put these ramps across like this. I don't care. I don't care if you're clipping on my... Clip one more. Then up here we can build flat. Okay, then we need a pretty way to feed it. So the structure of this would be laid out. Generally, I'll take some walls, lay out. I want to feed it into a place. We need to know where the best place to feed it is. This is going to be coming up from this angle. But we could always drop that down. Can I drop that through the ground right there? It's underneath it. I mean, I could just have to clip through the ground. That's all that would happen. Could go this way. Let's see. What's that sitting there? Clean up every now and then. Okay, so I like the idea. I think I might just keep it nice and short. Like that. Then we just drop this over here like this. That's a good way to bring it on over. We did it again. Really should go in and update that. I saw the time this morning to do that. All right, so let's see. We got that moving. We got our rods coming in. Now we got to figure out how to get our reinforced plates coming in. So what I'm doing behind all this, that setup over there on that side, those are replacements for all these temporary factories. These temporary factories, I mean, they're not bad. They're okay. I can't say that I'm that upset by them. You know what I mean? I do have this slammed full. I'm not that upset by these temporary factories. They're pretty effective. However, I do see that. I mean, I can just delete this for now. If I take that, I just have this big chest of reinforced plates sitting there. But you know, it does function and it does a good job. I do want to delete it though. I think this needs to go. Okay. Yeah, I know. I guess we could just put another chest over here just to store those in it for now. Actually, let's just put a personal chest right here. It's gonna be like a chest of random plates. We have plenty of plates in here. Put those over there. Might need a few of these. Oh, that worked. Don't need that many plates on me. Do need some plates on me. Okay, good to go there. All right, so you see we're already 508 up top up there on our setup. Right up here we're at 508, 516. You see that's climbing pretty good. That'll be 1,000 before we know it, but we need 1,000 of these. So that is the objective of what we're working on right now, is getting to that point. So I can shut this down. You'll see over here, this is still producing, and it's still got plenty to do before it ever catches up with what just happened. It's way behind. So I'm sure Fix-It's going to be really happy about my efficiency on that. I'm sure she has plenty to say about that. I know. I just want you right there, though. Hey, I remember to update it. Okay. We're just going to feed this back over to there. Bam, just like that. And then here, take this up in the air, and I'm just going to loop it over like that. Okay, now the question is that function? It do. Okay, we want to put it in the middle somewhere. Oh, snap. All right, so we got this feed. Now that lets us pass underneath. I think the biggest thing I found that was a huge issue and something that I did a lot when I was my first couple of builds, and this is like the 4th time I've spawned. So I've had quite a few factories going, and yeah, I know it probably doesn't show too much, but you can kind of tell, like I've learned a few things along the way. So now we got the rods, we've got the steel plates coming in. Now the question was, versatile, that ought to let us build this modular framework. So we have that going. Now we need to get our steel plates coming in. So we can build a steel plate factory, but that's quite a lot of doing there. And we have a good iron supply, but we don't have a coal supply over here. So what we can do is actually tap into our factory that's on the other side over there. I mean, that's a long ways, but oh man, I hate to do that. I hate to do that. Man, that's not my friend. We need coal. We need coal right here somewhere. How do we get coal here? Please tell me there's coal on this side. I don't remember. Oh my goodness. 777 meters that way. Alrighty then. Okay, before we go walking all the way out there, first let's not walk all the way out there. And do I have any fuel for this baby? I don't. Let's go. We are going to go over to the coal plant for a second. Let's just go take a look over here. We're going to need to make a list of the things we're going to need to set up a coal facility on that side. Okay. We're going to just take the bus. We're going to take the chute. And you're like, oh, that's the other direction. Yeah, I know. But when we do this, we are much faster. There we go. And then this bottom one will take us out there. Dun, dun, dun. The top one's going to take us over to the power plant. Power plant is probably my best build so far. You'll get to see it eventually. And I say best build with the materials that I have. I don't have glass. There's a lot of things that I'm lacking when it comes to my builds, my materials and my builds. Okay, so we can see that this steel production here, how many are we actually producing here? One steel beam, making 15 per minute. And do we really want to rob from that? I can, but I need to pipe these all the way over there, which can be done. I could actually split this off and just take steel beams all the way to the other side. We could go all the way up here and pipe them off, but I mean, look at how many steel beams are we actually going to have here, bro? This is going to take hours. That'll take hours. So I'm not really a fan of that particular concept. But we do need some fuel, so we're going to go over here and steal some coal from our foundry. My goodness, I can't jump up there. Squeeze through here. There's where the coal's coming from, right there. Tracks in through this way. Jump in here. So then we're just gonna lift us some coal. Now, I don't have a chest full of coal. That's kind of what this is going to do and why I'm going to set up a whole new coal thing, just because I like to be able to just go over to a chest and pull some coal out. So when we do this, we want that ability. We want to be able to just go to our storage facility and grab some coal. That's what we would like to be able to do. Okay, there's plenty of coal to operate for a little while. Okay, so let's head back up here. It's sad that the fastest way to move in this game is to jump like a kangaroo. They're like, be efficient. I am efficient. I am efficient. I'm not really efficient. I mean, there's some things that are produced in here that do pretty good, but you know, not exactly. Oh, make our list before we go getting scooting too far. Let's put an MK Miner 2 in place. Yeah, that's what I thought. We need to get some materials. All right, so we're gonna put an MK Miner 2 in there. We're gonna need at least. Do we need a constructor? No, because we're feeding it with the things that we need, aren't we? Frames and rods. So really all we need is the assembler. That's it, isn't it? Is that all we need to do? To make the versatile framework is... Oh, because we got to make the frames. So I need a... Yeah. Okay, I need to make the frames. So to make the frames, I'm going to need also a constructor. And then, let's see, constructor. Frames require steel, so we need a foundry. We're going to make the steel beams with it first. We're going to feed it ore in the other, so the foundry. And then we're going to put that into a constructor to make the steel beams. Then we're going to take that stuff out. We're going to put it... Yeah. Okay, let's get 3 constructors, a foundry, an assembler, the MK Miner, 2K, and then plenty of plates and stuff to produce. All right, so let's shoot back over to our... Can I get through there? I can't get through there. We're going to shoot back up top here. Okay, and we'll just make another car. We don't need that car that's over there. We'll delete that when we get there. By the way, you can always, if I don't know how many people actually know this, or you might actually know this. If you play this game a lot, you probably know this already. But you can crouch jump, and crouch jump lets you gain a little bit more height, so you can kind of jump and then crouch underneath it, and you can bounce a little bit higher. Okay, we also want to look in here. I want to show you where we're at here. Might not actually get around to doing this. This seems like a lot of setup. So logistics, MK3. So I could actually do this. We could set this milestone right now. We can actually put this in place. And we have plenty of steel plates. So we can actually put those, get that set up and get that storage set up. We could do that stuff right now. I need the plates, so we'll just take... Okay, this thing calling for steel pipes, modular frames. We have plenty of modular frames. It just called for 20. We just took 200. All right, steel pipes and a portable miner. Portable miners are easy to come by, but steel pipes, I got to get through my big jumbled. I get over some of my spaghetti here. Okay. There's the steel pipes. We don't have any more room. Gotta get rid of some stuff. Let's go here and drop some stuff off. We don't need as many of these as we think. Sort 100 rotors ought to do the trick. We don't need to fill this slot with those screws. What else don't we need? That ought to get us for now. Okay, and then we need more of these plates. Okay. And we should be good with our full build, and let's go ahead and knock out this upgrade for the logistics MK3s. Which I'm pretty excited about getting MK3s. Let's see. There we go. So this unlocks all my MK3 stuff. Well, most of my MK3 stuff. MK3 lift belts. If I want to make those, though,
Work as if every person you
Okay,
have
3
ever
lifts. That should have enough stuff to do that.
silly on the choices that you make. Because they are. Warning. Fix-it psychologists recommend not dwelling on the crushing mental and physical
So it
strain of
requires the encased
responsibilities
beam
and
work, I
simply
think.
continue to be productive. Hard work has repeatedly proven to be the best cure
We
for
could
any
always
kind
just
of
make a few of
stress.
those miners over here.
Now back to
But
work.
usually what I'll do is just throw up a thing while I'm out there. Let's go over here. Where are we putting those encased beams? Encased beams are on the top floor. Okay. Here we go. Go ahead and just take all of those. Okay. We should be set up. We should be able to do some pretty advanced things over here now. Well, as advanced as we can be for what we got going on. So I had this set up a while back where I could travel through here with a vehicle, but kind of, I don't know, it's kind of become a little more inefficient, the builds that I have. So we could go ahead and build. I want to make sure I bring my resources in first. I'm not trying to make sure I bring the resources into this location first. Okay, so let's go ahead and head out to coal. Do we know which way it is? Okay, let's put this back on. Coal. I know it's in this general direction. There we go. I think I've been to this coal supply before. Yeah, I gotta go around this way, I think. It's a lot of supplies. The desert is very high in a lot of your supplies. All those guys. Yep, right up there on top of that mountain ridge. All right, so we're gonna go around to the left. This is where we got to go around to the left. I knew I've been here before. Then it's up on top of this little plateau that's up here. Let's see. Right there. Now, the problem with this particular ore is that it is impure. If it's what I think it is, it's impure. No, this one's normal. That's good. I'll take normal. I mean, pure would be better, but I'll take normal. What's this one? Normal. Okay, we can work with that. We got three of these of normal. I'm just gonna take one for now, but we're gonna put it up with a merger. Actually, I'm just gonna take one for now and we'll build it so we can build a couple of runs to it. Is what we'll do. Because even with the merger, well, MK3s might be able to produce that. We're gonna set up with a merger anyway, just because. I'm missing the portable miners. So the way you get the portable miners, I'm just go over here. I'm gonna pop up a workshop. Open up the workshop, make a couple of miners. I gotta hit the road in about 20 minutes, fellas and ladies. That's 4. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this portable miner in place. And I will not build this without you, whoever you are that chooses to watch this here stuff. Let's see, we're gonna go that direction. Oh my God. Oh my God, I cannot believe I just did that. What was even that? Don't mind this, don't mind what I'm doing now. Okay. So, we wanna lock a couple of these to the frame. There we go. Good. Okay. So we're gonna build this like 1 2 wide, like this. Okay, we have power. Power comes off of it. We'll lock it in right here. just in case we need to access it somewhere in the future. I know I can go further than that. MK3s, we're going to go out this way. See this wagging the tail thing that happens when you put it in straight mode? It's kind of annoying. What I'll do is I'll put it in straight mode. That'll set it straight, but you see it kind of moves that way. Kind of moves that way. I'm just going to guess that that is straight mode. Okay, and then we're just going to go ahead and keep moving. We'll get this down here. I like to build it all at once. That way when I get to the end of it, I'm actually done. So I'm just going to come up here. So I build it in 10 blocks when I do this. And the reason I'm building this so wide is because I'm setting up for future stuff. So I've learned that like those other two nodes that are there, if I want to access that coal down there, I'll have the framework and everything set up here for me to just be able to just run my conveyor belts. And that's all I'll have to do. So and then I can just run down this little thing like this. Okay, now we do know that we need to move to the right and then we're going to come back in. So I'm going to go another, well, you know what, I think I'll just go another like 4. We'll branch off right here. We're going to go that way with it, like this. So that's probably not where I want it. Okay. I feel like we're going to run out of steel doing this. I feel like it's about to happen. Yep, there it is right there. We'll just switch to MK2s for now. We'll come back and upgrade. Okay. See, and I don't like where that landed. See how that landed right there? So I'm trying to make sure that everything I build is nice and neat. I've been using this little framework like this. It looks kind of cool, and it works. You just set them on the corners like that. So build this off like that. That off like that. Okay. So I can come down here to the end like this. Grab our power. Put it on the corner. Okay, so we can either go up or we can go around this. I'm going to choose to go around this, mainly because, like, I always fix this later. Like, we always just build into this, and, you know, as our factory expands, this can actually become part of a platform. We'll tap into it later at some point. So, not a big deal. One thing for sure is we want to make sure our power goes to the corner. We don't want crossing the corner. And from here, we're going to pull this in. We're going to let this string up the side like this. Now, one thing I may end up doing, and I just realized that I did. So this is kind of a mistake, and that's because, well, not really, actually did keep off the edge. You want to build right off, oh my gosh, no I did not. You don't want to build right off the edge like that, because basically what happens is you end up with this, like, you can't stack. Like, you know, you can't really stack your conveyor belts if you build your framework like that, if right close to the edge. It looks like crap when you do it. See, there's the 4. Got that in place. Let's put put that there like that. We're fine. We'll just leave that there just in case we fall off again. Like a noob. Drop that in place there. Now we've got out around it. We could always just build for a while this way, rather than changing direction so much. I don't know if it's going to change much, but it might. Wire's too long. Build to there. Oh my goodness, I did not just do that. Okay. So we are using a lot of our metal plates. A lot of our stuff is getting used up on this. Oh no. Don't do it again, bro. Okay. How much time I got? About 15 minutes. Drink coffee. Mm-hmm. Yeah. These headphones make my hair look like a weirdo. Look like I just woke up. That's because I did. Okay. We're high enough where we can actually tap into resources below us too. And that's a good thing. We want to be able to do that. So I found so far I've tried to be aware of building future things. Like, you know, I don't want to be oblivious to the fact that I have other stuff that's going to be needed later on, and I'm going to need access to these same resources for other things, and I may want to tap into stuff, and I never know what's actually coming next because I've not actually completed the game entirely. I also found out that through another streamer that that you're not actually at spawn. You're essentially, well, you're not on a new map every time when you pick the different spawns. You're actually just spawning in a different location, which I did not know that. That was a new information for me. So this is my build, and so if I decide to restart, I'm just going to go somewhere else. So the idea is that we're going to build out far enough, but this is very, very resourceful area. This is a great place to start up and set a full-on productive base. And then I could actually go into the woods somewhere, wherever that's at. I haven't figured out where everything is yet, but I could actually go into the woods and establish myself a little further there too. Okay, we're going to build this way. Is that what we're doing right now? Was that the plan? I feel like I need to go to the right. I mean, we're almost in line with it. We can go this way a little bit. Let's build out. Let's go a 10 run this way. Okay. My kangaroo. Oh, wire's too long. Okie dokie. Actually, not where I want to put that. Come on. 1, 2. We're going to put that. This will be the corner. All right. We're almost there, fellas. Almost there. Ladies and gents. Ooh. Right there. Okay. So I try to build, so you can set them right here. If you do this though, you can't double stack, not easily anyway, because you don't have a place to set your stack frame, or you just end up building right on top of your other thing. So I try to go, so this is your outside, so I go 1, 2, and that lets me set one of these over the top of it. Let's see, right here, I can actually set this over the top pretty effectively. Generally I can. There we go. So that gives that over the top. Then you can build. But if you go over too far, that you saw already even that close to the edge how annoying that was to set. You don't want to be running down here and setting 100 of those I mean, you really don't need 100, but you know what I mean. You don't want to be setting that many of those things with that being that annoying. It's kind of frustrating. So, but you also want space to where you can run your track. So I found that I sometimes I want to come down here with a truck. So I'd like to hit this road and just run it with a truck and go down and visit, see what I need to do to fix whatever issues are down here if there are any. You're like, well, I won't have any issues. It depends on what you're building, but yeah, you will. There's all kinds of weird stuff that goes on in this game that I did not expect to have happen, and what has kind of inspired my obsession with this particular game. I don't know why I'm turning a corner again. Why am I turning a corner again? We're not turning a corner. Why do I keep wanting to turn? We're not turning. Delete. Yum. Yum. So one thing too is to plan your descent. So right up here, this is where I'll probably start setting my descent up. You can set those really vicious ramps that just, with the 4 meters and just slow her down. But we know we're gonna have to start coming down at some point. So, and we're gonna go over it and we're just gonna come down right over the top of that and swoop right into this space. Or we can crisscross over, go up this way and come back in the backside, which is actually what I would prefer to do. And I think crisscrossing now rather than crisscrossing over our base is probably the better idea. So we do actually need to go this way. Uh-oh, we're out of concrete. That's not good. Shoot. Oh, man. Well, kind of see the idea of what we're doing, where I'm going, kind of see where we're building out to. There's some things that are happening here. I'm going to come back. I'll be back this afternoon or this evening sometime. Should be back on about 5 or 6. So if you happen to be around and you happen to see this stream sometime today, feel free to clock in this afternoon it'll probably be about 7 o'clock before I get back online again, and I'll be playing for a few hours. So evening is generally the longer, better stream. We can go ahead and run and grab our concrete. I mean, I might be able to build this out. Yeah, I can probably build this one more. And we can build this out to there too. Get that going. Hard to do while you stand on a. If I go too far, it'll just launch me off the edge. So conveyor belt jump. Let's go right here. Drop this into place here. We're good. Okay, so just slide on into the concrete plant. I know we left our truck out there. We will end up back out there to get it at some point in the future. I will go back and get my truck. Meantime, it's good. So headed back to the main storage facility. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Concrete is just pouring out of that bucket. I'll bet we got some good stuff in there too. That's another thing I want to check. 1,000 concrete. Let's go up top up here. Jump in. Head back to the main base. That's going to be pretty cool setup over there. I can't wait to show you guys that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. So we do have this that we could set up. And I have enough stuff to do this one too. I can actually finish this milestone out. We can do that now. Go ahead and put that in there. The steel frames. Need 10 more of those. Steel frames and steel beams, frames, and wire. Nope. Let me back out. Okay. Wire. Oh, we need 2,000. How much did I get? I don't know how much I have. We'll just leave it like that. Okay, and then the beams. Good on that. Oh, and then we need the frames. Take on it. We're all the way down here. Somewhere right here. Oop. Back into the base. Okay. Got that done. That done.
Milestone reached. After several pioneers started exhibiting traumatic responses to power blackouts, Fixit developed mitigation tools recommended by your local therapist. Power storages can hold excess power to delay or prevent blackouts in the eventuality that your factory's power consumption exceeds production. To simplify, these are rechargeable batteries. Power towers carry power lines for significantly greater distances than poles, facilitating factory expansion and exploitation of this environment for the good of Fixit and humanity.
So we can actually delete this connection now. That's all done. That's full. All right, so let's go check and see how many coupons we've achieved. This will stay in production. Like, I won't shut this down. I'll actually leave the game running. Even after the stream, it'll run all day, and I will come back this afternoon to check on it. Let's see what we got here. My goodness, how long does it take? Producing 810 coupons right now. That's it, people. Can we upgrade to MK3s? Yeah, feed that baby. Let's go. I feel like we just increased production a little bit with that. I mean, it can't go much faster than that, can it? I mean, look at that. Look at the speed. MK3s are awesome. Does it do me much good to upgrade this to MK3s? I mean, seriously, what? I don't think that'll matter that much. So you can see though how fast this is. This is just, it's just stuffing it full with stuff. Starting to see a little bit of a gap there though in the screws. Actually, you know what? It might be because it's a little bit behind. Let's go ahead and do it. Yeah. Then there's the whole, let's upgrade the, so I feed it copper. I just have a copper mine that's just feeding it all the time. So even if I don't have anything going on here, it's always being fed. Yep, I gotta get going. Next to the copper. Where's the copper coming from? Oh, it comes in over the top right here. That's the copper production right there. Okay, so we're feeding that in. And that guy's pretty backed up there. I mean, I could move my concrete along a little quicker here. Concrete comes from a long distance. This was one of my first concrete production lines that I built. It's quite long. I love the lights on the MK3s. Cool thing about the MK3s is little slide run on those. Pretty good. Okay. You can get a good launch on that. Watch this. On here. We can get to going. Damn. Okay. This is good. This is good. We're making progress here. Making progress here. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I upgraded that to MK3s. Look at this. It would have gotten so far ahead. Wow. 1,068. We bumped up just a tad. Look at that. Woo. All right. Well, it's been good. It's been fun. Has been real fun. Just kidding. Let's get it moving here. Hopefully, when I come back this evening, there'll be a whole bunch of fix-it coupons in there for us to tinker with, and we can go over here and do some shopping. What I'd like to find is, I'm trying to figure out how they get the concrete floors. I can't figure out how to get the concrete floors. Is it a customizer? Like, are we buying customizers for it? Like, what is it? Like the foundation, concrete foundations? I don't see them. Everything is this, so it's confusing to me. I got some of this stuff done, the pipeline stuff, hypertube floor hole wall attachments. I'll need to get those. I know there I could open the Tesla truck. I haven't done that yet. Let's see. You know, there's some stuff that we can do here. Not in there. Let's see. We can get some of these beams and stuff here and tinker with that. I'm kind of looking forward to getting the glass. Like I want glass windows and stuff. Is what I want. So I gotta get this stuff unlocked, the steel frame windows and windowed walls. I'm kind of excited for that to happen. I have to research silica in the MAM, so I've been working on that. This one gives me basic steel production, but I've done that already. So we're just kind of moving through these upgrades. But eventually, at some point, we'll own all of this. And all of this can be yours. Okay, never mind. So what we're going to do is head back up to the tower. Going up to Lookout Tower. One day, I'm going to build a tube up to Lookout Tower. When things aren't so serious and there's not so much production to be done, Fix-It doesn't pay me to waste time like that. But I feel like it would be more effective. You can see right there, this is a modular storage facility that I made in the blueprint that gives me just a single ramp along the back side. I don't know how efficient it's going to be. I just have so many supplies. I want to run tubes to it is what I want to do at some point. But yeah, I can just basically stack them on top of each other. I need to go back in and modify it just a tad, but ultimately it works. But yeah, what we have here is power plant is back in that corner right there. We can get to it through this road. Eventually that tube will reach it, and that will be a easy way to access the power plant. The power plant runs very successfully and very fluently. It does not glitch or quit on me. So that's a good thing. It's been very, very affectionate to me, and I appreciate that. Out there, that's the build we were just working on. That will finish when we come back this evening, and we'll get these architectural beams functioning and working. Building to grid, you can kind of see, oh, shoot. You can see how building to grid is important because every time I build something, I always start it building it to grid because it allows me to link all this stuff together and all my plates always just match up no matter where I start my build from. So that's a really cool feature and something I screwed up when I first started playing. So if you are new to this game, that is a cool feature. Make sure you do that. All you do is just hold control and that will allow your pieces to be built to grid. I did see somebody say that it doesn't work on like the 1 meter builds. That's not necessarily true. It does, and I think that might have been an old video with the upgrade. It pretty much works with all, but you'll see it kind of locks itself in. If I turn this sideways, even on a 1 meter, when I hit control, it locks to grid. So, and I can build from up here if I wanted to. Whatever, it'll lock to grid. So, anyways, good stream, enjoyed it. And I will talk with you guys this evening. And the beard of the engineer is out.